And let's say if we have like very less time to spend on learning this language, let's say we have 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. What is the one technique that you recommend?
Yeah, it's a very good question, and I have a very good technique for it,
Some, let's say some speaker has given some topic, but so there is, so that point of time the mind kept blank only. So I'm not able to speak.
Hmm.
So how we can overcome that kind of issues, that kind of
See,
problem?
I have a beautiful funda for it, which actually I'm applying on myself. Whatever.
Okay, what do you suggest to the all the beginners who wants to learn this language in upcoming year?
First thing, and a very crucial thing, that you have to cut that translation part. It's the biggest hindrance when we translate Hindi to English.
Okay.
It is, I know it's a very daunting task, and I would say surreal task. But when you create the tendency, you will see the magic. You will see, drastic change in your communication skill. So you have to cut that translation. When we translate na Hindi to English, that's the hindrance.
But let's say someone from Hindi medium, they are from last 20 years, their mind is kept in a Hindi medium itself, but they want to translate that Hindi medium to English medium. So how we can do that?
Okay, let me just give you my example here. I don't know the other people. I did my schooling from Hindi medium,
Okay. Hmm?
vernacular medium, and that alphabets were introduced me
Hmm?
in sixth standard,
Okay.
right? And I improved my communication skill within 6 months,
Okay.
right? First thing is that. The second thing is, I'm not saying that everybody has, that capability to learn this language within 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, or 1 year, because every individual is different from others, right?
Right.
Right.
I agree
And
with
the
you.
second, yeah. And the second thing is, when we talk about translation part, if like you said that if someone is continue with that Hindi language, how can he develop that habit? So it's very easy. You can take the, help. For some time, you can take help, right? But
Okay.
over the period of time, you have to eradicate that, habit of translation. Otherwise, I'm giving a 200% continue. You are not going to level up your English. It's very important. Initial stage, you can take the help translation, but don't be the habitual of that habit. All I mean to say it.
Yeah. So also we need to put our efforts from our side also by reading some articles and speaking out more and more so that we will be bet confidence also, right?
Yeah, speaking is the first criteria to learn this language. Any of the language, if I talk about, you need to speak first, right?
Okay.
Have to create the tendency, right? But speaking, you can't apart speaking from other skills. Like in English, we always talk about there are four skill, LSRW, right? So we need to give a bit to each skill.
Okay. Got it.
Mm.
Got it. Got it. And let's say if we have like very less time to spend on learning this language, let's say we have 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. What is the one technique that you recommend?
Yeah, it's a very good question, and I have a very good technique for it. Like I'm staying at my home. For the beginner, I'm just giving you this advice, right? I'm staying at my home. What you can do it. The first technique is you always surround by many things, right? I'm in my bedroom. I'm surrounded by bed, AC, mirror, and everything. Why don't you go with the word to word? Try to speak in that word. Start by using that word in English only, not in Hindi, right? The first activity is that. First
Hmm.
activity is that, and the second activity is try to frame the sentences on that particular word.
Hmm.
Second activity, and the third activity is it's a beautiful activity. The third one I'm describing you here, and go with your action. Try to describe your action.
Okay.
Like for instance, I'm feeling very hungry. So how do you narrate it? Try to narrate by your own. I'm feeling hungry. What should I do? What should I cook? Let me just check it in my kitchen. What all I have ingredient? What should I cook for myself? In that way, you can describe your action. It's a that these all are activities for the initial stage.
Hmm. Right.
For suppose beginner, I don't want to use that word beginner, who are from the initial stage, right? And the fourth activity is take one sentence. For
Okay.
example, for example, today I'm looking beautiful.
Hmm.
For example, today I'm looking beautiful. Now pick one word from that sentence. Beautiful. Suppose I pick beautiful. Now sentence this again, frame the sentence on beautiful. Beautiful. My dress is beautiful.
Hmm.
Now again pick up one word from that sentence, dress. I love ethnic dress. Now you can again pick up one word from that sentence, ethnic dress. I love to wear my ethnic dress when it's come to any special occasion. Like you have a lot of sentences, the chain of sentences you can create. You
Hmm.
will learn with this activity how to frame the sentences, right? And you this activity you can do it by your own. You don't need any partner for it.
Okay.
All I say, whatever you are learning, you have to create the habit first.
Hmm.
You can't impose many things together, otherwise you will be puzzled, you will be in the hallucination environment.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I agree with you actually. Because of the right now we have so much things, right? Social media, social media and other works to do, and like we are so much procrastinating such a way that we are not focusing on any one thing because they are juggling with a lot of things in the life.
Very important. Focus. One time you have to focus on one thing. Don't amalgamate all these things together, otherwise it will become porridge, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And let's say if someone has let's say some speaker has given some topic, but so there is so that point of time the mind kept blank only, so I'm not able to speak.
hmm
So how we can overcome that kind of issues, that kind of
See,
problem?
I have a beautiful funda for it, which actually I'm applying on myself. Whenever I get any topic, right? Any topic, it's very important you should have at least 10% knowledge about the topic. Very
Okay.
important. If you don't have knowledge, if you don't have any words, if you don't have any sentence, then how can you speak? Will you
Right.
be able to speak? No, right? So I was telling you, when you get any topic, right?
Hmm.
How to narrate it. The first thing is you should have 10% knowledge, at least 10% knowledge. Because if you are not having that bundle of vocabulary, if you're not having that sentence, then how can you elaborate it? How can you deliver your thoughts? It's very difficult. You
Hmm.
can't be. Right. So you should have at least 10% knowledge. And the second thing is you should be capable to make it up to 100%.
Right. Hmm.
But how we can make that topic 100%? Whenever you get the question, try to correlate that question with your social life, with your friends, with any of your incident, right?
Hmm.
Because our life is all about experience and learning experience, right? And
Right.
I'm sure about it, you will get an answer. Because I do the same thing. I always relate that question to my life, and answers is really up here in front of my eyes.
Okay, that's so whatever the story will be, we need to relate in a say in a such a way that we will give as our example to the other persons.
Okay, let me just give you example here. Okay, I'll give you one word here, one word only.
Okay.
Risk. One word. What is risk? So how can you elaborate it? Whatever I just narrated you here, the method or technology to elaborate that particular topic, try to correlate and you will get an answer,
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
right?
Right. Yeah. And so sometimes when we give speech to, like when we are in the public speaking, for like when we are the public speaking, right? So we used to speak a lot, but other audience will not able to listen, other audience will not able to understand what we are aiming to say over there. So in that kind of situation, what are the options we should improve?
See, whenever you are going for the public speaking, I believe whenever you are going for the public speaking, you will be prepared, right? You have to prepare for it. Of course,
Okay.
nobody is going on the platform on the stage without preparing.
Right.
Again, the same logic you can apply here. Without
Okay.
preparation, you can't go over there.
Hmm.
Suppose if you're going there without preparation, right? You can talk about something else, whenever you are getting any question. First of all, try to create the conducive environment, because that time we feel like, oh my God, where should I, where am I stuck, right? And feel like that, lost in the sauce,
Right. Yeah.
the sauce, and on top of that, our mouth getting, our mouth start getting dry, arms
Hmm.
started getting that sweaty, right? That
Right.
time it's natural process. So first of all, try to create the conducive environment, try to connect with the public,
Okay.
By a simple question, by giving you asking simple question and try to give them like, how's your evening, good evening, how you feeling, how's your day is going, something like that, the catchy question.
Okay.
You can go with it. Try to create kids up. The most important is the environment play a very significant role here. So
Okay.
favorable environment, conducive environment, you have to create it. Then only your public can connect with you. And whenever you are speaking on any topic, try to use your gestures, your hand movements, your expression. I believe face is a visual aids, play a very significant role here. The kind of expression you are giving, right, and it will reflect on your face. Whatever you want to speak, it should be reflect on your face. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And that should be bottom of your heart.
Right. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Actually, I'm getting a lot of insights from this video. And so from, let's say, so because right now there are a lot of YouTubers out there who are uploading this conversational video itself, but to come out of those lot of videos, so you need to be more engaging and more creative in that. So how will be the storytelling part come into that picture? So how we can improve as a YouTuber to like better storyteller?
Storyteller, it means what kind of a story?
Let's say we have a conversation right now, so it needs to be more interesting so that video audience will not be bored.
Hmm. See, like, let me just give you my example here. I'm connecting to you.
Okay.
I, I never go with my preparation, any kind of a preparation. No,
Okay.
every people have their own style, right?
Mm,
Isn't
mm,
it? You have your own style. I have my own style. I love to go with this spontaneous talk.
yeah.
Whenever you are connecting, having conversation with anyone, you have to mold your conversation wisely.
Okay. Mm,
Wise, right? Suppose you ask any question you ask me.
okay.
Now the next problem is what should I ask? What should I ask? Because I'm
Mm,
not prepared. That time you can pick a word from that conversation, that unique word.
okay.
Try to be very attentive. Never ever go with never let your guard down. Always raise your antenna.
Mm, right.
Always raise your antenna.
Yeah.
Always raise your antenna and never let your guard down. Attentively you have to be part of that conversation so that you will get that unique word from the conversation, and again you are ready to with another questions.
Okay. So we need to continue, like we need to pick up one word and we need to make the questions out of that.
Yes, that unique word you have to find out from the conversation.
Okay. Got it.
That's how you frame the question, because you will not get too much time.
Right, right. We get only 20-30 minutes. That's it.
You have to use your brain wisely. You have to mold that conversation according to your need, according to your requirement, because we all are YouTuber. We need to upload some productive content, isn't it?
Right, right. Yeah. And that's it. I think I've asked a lot of questions, and it's also Sunday, so I am disturbing you.
Not at all, not at all. That's my wish. I wanted to connect with you, so I connected, and it's really good